Hello, and welcome to Cooking with Mech Pilots. Today, we're going to be cooking chili ramen and brown jasmine rice. First, you're going to start off with your pot, your stove. You want to make sure you have all your utensils. We're going to be adding some random veggies, so make sure you have a cutting board and a knife. We also have a utensil for stirring our ramen and rice. You need some bowls to strain into, and let's get started. We have our water. We want adequate amount to make sure that the rice doesn't absorb all of it. We don't want to burn our rice. But you also have to conserve because we have a limited amount. You can't use it all for the rice. Go ahead and light your stove. And place the pot on the flame. Alright, now the water is boiling. I usually want to put a lid on it just to let the heat in. Makes it boil a little bit faster. I guess as we wait for the water to boil, I can start looking at vegetables that we might want to add into this concoction. See what we have here today. Got some nice gypsy peppers. We're definitely going to be adding those. A little bit of extra spice, but they still have a nice sweetness to them. Good meat to our chili ramen. Also we have in here oranges. You don't need oranges for this. Onions. Always good to add onions. Very important ingredient. Potatoes, not so much. Don't need potatoes. Oh, we got some basil in here. Basil is good. Basil's good to add. We'll always on. Apples. Who the hell bought my vegetables? Who the heck? Got some squash. Squash is good. Oh. Thought I found my onion. Looks like that is it for veggies today. Let's check on our water, see how it's doing. Not quite boiling yet. Getting there. Found my onion. I think I'm going to stick it in the bowl, make sure it doesn't get away again. Oh, we're getting some steam here. I guess I should probably measure out my rice. So, I want exactly a 1/3 cup of rice for this. So we have a 1/3 cup of rice. Our water is boiling. We're gonna add it on here pretty soon, and hopefully keep this under control here. So with our 1/3 cup of rice, oh god, I think I'm going to have to wing this one with the measurements. I'm pretty sure that I'm not going to be able to get just a 1/3 cup of rice. Here, yes. Anyways, our water is definitely boiling. Very hot. Very hot. Oh yes, quite well, quite well. Go ahead and add that, and wing the rest. That looks like about a good amount. And now, since we don't technically need to boil rice, we just sort of let it steep and absorb. So I can turn down the heat on this to a simmer. Also, when I turn it down to a simmer, I can recoup some of my my lost items here, I think. I seem to need to grab my bowls, and I need also my knife and my squash. Except I think I have second squash. I don't need to recoup the squash, just the knife. I'm gonna start chopping vegetables here in a moment. So, this ought to be interesting. Well, maybe I should reconsider this. What do I have here? All right. Whoa.
Oh God! Hey, you know,
Right.
I think I'm going the wrong way.
You're what?
Yeah, no, wait, is that? Yeah, no, sorry, I was reading your map upside down. Let me just find a good spot to turn around.
Yeah, you should do that.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem. I'm gonna start utilizing this Gorilla Tape to hopefully make my cooking a little bit safer, one might say. Yes, safer would be good. Got some nice slow turns going on here. I am going to attempt to attach this to the table.
Leaning, gonna be leaning.
The table is wet, and the tape doesn't want to stick very well. So, viewers, bear with me for a moment. I need to find a napkin. Luckily, we have a napkin right here. Let's see how our rice is doing. Oh, quite well. Let's clear off our counter here. A little bit of dry area. Always keep a clean kitchen. You don't want a mess. Mess breeds bacteria, and it'll make your food taste funny, and it'll make you sick, and we don't want that kind of doing. So, now that it is dry, I will finish taping my stove to the counter. Alright, my stove is relatively secure. That should take a little bit of worry off of my hands. Cutting board. Need to attach the cutting board. Always music in the kitchen too. I like music in the kitchen. I usually whistle or I hum. Nothing too fast-paced. You get carried away.
Incline.
Almost lost a finger
Incline.
that way once. How are we doing up there? We found out where we're going?
Yeah, I think so. I think this is it. Got a bit of an incline, and yeah, I think this was our route. I'm pretty sure.
All right, we don't want to be late for the catering job. That'll look bad on our resume.
I think so.
All right, cutting board down, secured, safe. I think safe. All right, so rice still looking good, and we have our squash back, and utensil, which I can now use to stir the rice. Let's see how our rice is doing now. Let's pull out a little sample. Oh, definitely coming along. Very nicely. Still a little chalky, but that should come out. Need to find my bowls. Got one. That's good. One for straining. That's a plus. Found my onion. My cameraman, I think, is trying to tell me where my bowls are. Thank you very much. That's very valiant of you, eh? I think I can get one of them. Oh, need to watch what I'm doing. Must be an attentive chef if you're going to work in the kitchen. It's a very hectic environment. Basil. Basil's good. I have another pepper in here. Yes, I do. All right, now I guess we should get on to chopping vegetables. Yes. So, good cutting knife. This one is a serrated edge. Very hard to cut yourself with this. There may have been a reason that we chose that. Anyhow, vegetables. Always want to core out your peppers. You don't want this pithy seed stuff in there. It's not good. The consistency isn't very good. The seeds also hold most of the acids that make it spicy. So that is not necessarily something that everybody wants. We just want a mild heat in this rice and ramen, not something too extravagant. So on to more cutting. Alright, so here we are.
What are you doing? No, turn it off! Get,
God, Jesus!
Let me get some bandages on there.
My legs!
No, keep the ice!
Oh my God!
Where's the ice?
Oh God, get me out of
Okay,
this
where
seat.
is it? No!
Oh,
no!
Due to technical difficulties, the cameraman had to stop filming and help me finish preparing the meal. We added the basil and finished cooking the ramen and chopping the peppers. We added a basil garnish just for effect. I'm sorry I'm so clumsy in the kitchen, guys. I really wish that you could have seen the rest of the process to creating this beautiful dish. But most importantly, we made it to our catering event on time, and I really hope that he likes it. Thank you for sticking with us.
Spicy, but not overbearing. Bland, yet elegant. And fanciful. I approve.